Robert Van Arlen here at the Senior Advisory Group. I'm the business strategist here at the Senior Advisory Group, and I look forward to this morning's webinar. Today I'm going to talk about establishing trust with clients. Just about a week ago, I was in Amsterdam working with Stedman Graham, Oprah's boyfriend, and we actually did some things that were similar to what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to incorporate some of the things that we shared with the folks in the Netherlands, and I think it'll be beneficial for you in your practice. As it says, yes, international speaker. I've managed to hit 5 to 10 countries a year, speaking all around the world. Have authored a book called Focus Synergy. But I tell you what I love most, and that is working with advisors that want to get more focus. And establishing trust with clients is one of the most important things that you can do to close business on a consistent basis. But it can be a challenge. I want to share a story with you as more folks are joining us on the call this morning. And it reminds me, when I think about trust, I think about an advisor that I actually know and work with. And his name, we'll just call him Bill this morning. And Bill had been an advisor for a while and had some challenges in really growing his business. And one of the things that I learned in watching Bill develop, one of the things that he did is he met a client at an event, got to know that client very well, and the first thing that Bill ended up doing is he asked that client what did he enjoy doing in his spare time after he became a client. Bill learned that he loved going to football games. The client loved his team was the Raiders. And so what did Bill do? Bill offered the opportunity for the client to go to a game. The client went with Bill, and that relationship of trust began to go to the next level. The client then began to engage Bill by inviting him to some of his personal outings at his house, which Bill met more of his clients or more of his friends that became clients, and the story goes on and on where Bill and that client relationship resulted in a $2 million plus case for Bill. Now that would not have happened had Bill not established that relationship of trust, really getting to know your clients and understanding what their needs are. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be a very short webinar, but it's going to be very powerful with insightful information. And the first thing I want to do is look at that definition of trust, because it's important to understand what trust is. Because it's a noun, it's a verb, it can be used in a number of different ways and 7 synonyms that are out there, but they all sort of echo the same thing. It's a firm belief in reliability, truth, strength of someone or something. I have to have a firm belief in the reliability and the truth of what you are saying and the strength of who you are in order to want to do business with you. Also, I love these synonyms: confidence, faith, credit, reliance, belief, confide, rely, and entrust. These are the things that are going through your clients' minds when you are sitting across from them. They're thinking about, can I rely on you? And ultimately, what they're really thinking about is, let's move on to the next screen, their conscious and subconscious thoughts. Because consciously, they're watching you, but subconsciously, their minds are just wondering whether or not you are the person that are going to do what's best for me or what's best for you. It's easy to do what's best for you. Sometimes it's difficult to do what's best for the client. And some of us have to really think about what is best for the client. Will you deliver what you promise? If you want to lose trust in a nanosecond, don't deliver what you promise. The client's thinking that while you're sitting there. Are you going to deliver what you promised to deliver? Do I like you as a person? Are you somebody that I would love to have dinner with or have lunch with or have coffee with? That is the level of relationship that client is looking for within you. Do I like you as a person? We're going to address how to increase your likability factor. Are you just trying to make a commission? You have to know that when you're sitting there and when you are presenting to your clients, or even in that first, they say the first 15 seconds counts, That first 30 seconds, but I'll tell you this, every meeting counts. And they are thinking, are you just trying to make a commission? Are you doing what's best for me? Have you really helped anyone? We're going to be addressing this one fully. But clients do what we call their due diligence. I call it the client due diligence factor. They're going to go to your website. They're going to check you out. And your website should feature authentic, really authentic testimonials. Testimonials that really mean something. Your office should be professional and feel like you're at home, personalized and clean. They're looking to make sure you're not going to just pick up and move immediately. Social media is used to define who you are in your community beyond the call of work. A lot of people ask me all the time, what can I put up on social media? I don't like putting personal information up. If you're involved and engaged in your community, that's where you can really post those things, and that's what clients are looking for. Are you established in the community? Facebook and LinkedIn groups allow you to do this in community organizations, even churches. What you are doing in the community is important for your clients to understand. They are looking for that information to establish trust. I think today it's a lot easier to find out something about somebody, and they are looking. It's interesting, in fact, that's out there. Facebook. Women that are 55 and over are the fastest growing demographic on Facebook. Think about that. So do you think they're going to your Facebook page? And if you have a Facebook page, what is on that page? And I can tell you this from even a compliance standpoint, what you do in the community is something that will always meet any asset test. Information on the strength of the issuing company when it comes to products. One of the things they're going to be looking at is what is Moody saying and what is Comdex saying. And providing that information and providing the brochure and leading them to websites that tell what is the facts regarding the products is very important. But this is something I really want to look at here because I think that this is really an important little piece. What your clients really think of you. We did a survey a while back for one of our agents, and some of the things that the clients were saying, and look at this. This agent has been a real lifesaver to me since I retired. Keeps us informed of the latest information concerning our investments and offers timely advice for our individual and unique circumstances. When a client takes time to write a testimonial such as this is an authentic testimonial that makes a difference, a testimonial that really resonates, and if somebody else sees this testimonial, they are going to, of course, grow in their trust with you. I've had such a great experience since I rolled over my 401k to an IRA. This agent has been absolutely fantastic. He's sincere and interested in my personal account and wants nothing but the best for his clients. I know I'm in good hands, and so he has a superb staff. I would recommend all who need any financial assistance, call his office first. Think about it. A client that takes the time to write an authentic testimonial regarding an advisor. This is something that advisor can share with everybody, something that can be posted on their website, something there again that supports the due diligence that the client is doing. Very, very important. So how do you increase your likability? Because I'm sitting across from you and you're trying to, of course, direct me on my financial situation. Find out what I'm passionate about. Very, very important. What am I? This is the thing that Bill conquered with his client. He conquered the fact that he found out what he was passionate about. He found out he's passionate about the Raiders and gave that client the opportunity to experience that. Every client that's out there has something that they're passionate about. This is the number one question you can ask them. What is it that you do on your spare time? This will engage the client on an emotional subconscious level because some clients, of course, they love playing tennis, golf, whatever it might be, hanging out with their grandchildren. Delve deep into those particular areas. Learn about their family. Typically, family is important to most of our clients, especially at the retirement age and the senior age. Learn about their families. Know their names. Get the names of their grandchildren. And also get the name of the email address that they use to email their grandchildren because that is the one that's going to give you the greatest connection. Find out how they earned their income. What do they do in their life? How do they get there? Be sincere and listen. Share third-party stories. Third-party stories are important for clients to hear. They're, again, supporting why you are there in front of them and why you are the best person that can solve their situation. Share things that relate, but don't brag. This is very important. What? Things that relate. If you find something that's in common, for example, if you play tennis or golf or whatever, don't, share the fact that you do that and you like that opportunity to maybe experience that with them. But don't share how good you are or your greatest shot. Let them be the focus. Very, very important. And be proactive and responsive. Most important thing. If there's something that you say that you're going to do, do it. And I'm going to say one more thing. You really want to increase your likability factor. There's one word I would like to leave you with, and that is listen. Listen to what they are trying to tell you and uncover their real, true needs. Confirming they can't relate. This is when it's a client, you know that they're not relating to you. Watch their body language. If their arms are folded, and if they're covering their eyes, if they're looking in a different direction, if they're looking down and not looking at you and not attentive, I will tell you right now, you're not relating to them. Not responding to questions and being uninterested, slow to confirm the next meeting time. I'm sure many people have experienced that where you're just trying to get that next meeting and they're slow. I mean, they're wandering off and you just can't get them on track. But we're going to talk about how we get them on track. But if you see any of this, you know you're not relating. Think you are like everyone else. One of the things I always like to leave is you have to be able to demonstrate what your recognizable differences are. Make your recognizable differences recognizable. Give them a pen and a pad with your company logo on so that they can write and they can keep notes and let them know what that process is going to be. You want to get them engaged. One of the things that I have developed along with one of our agents here is an engagement form. If you don't have that form, you want to contact your marketer here and have them to send that to you and have them to go through that with you, because that client engagement form gets them interested in the process, gets them establishing goals and sharing those goals with you. But this is how you know that they are relating and how you can get them to relate to you. Are they sharing stories with you? Listen, if they start sharing a story of something that they enjoy, take your time with that story. Let them expand on them. Ask them questions. Be authentic and sincere. Be engaged with them. Have they invited you to a personal event? When you know you're relating to somebody, they're inviting you to dinner. And I know several of you probably have stories out there where clients have invited you to one of their personal events or family event. That's when you know you're in. And that definitely can happen. Was it easy to confirm your next meeting? You'll know they're relating if they've said, you know what, I can't wait till the next meeting. If they're pushing that meeting forward, exceeding your expectations of the timeliness of that next meeting, then you have related to them. Did they ask you something personal? And if they do ask you something personal, be prepared to share it with them, because sometimes that's what it takes to get to that next level. Did they ask you for a referral from another client? Now, some advisors that I've talked to said, they don't like necessarily giving referrals regarding another client, but be prepared. If they ask you for a referral from another client, I'll tell you what, you might want to call that client right then and there and just be authentic and say, hey, you know what, we could call today, right now. Be prepared. There again, they say luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So clients are going to do their due diligence in order to build trust. But the question that you must ask, and this is a leading question, I want to leave you with this, is what do you expect from me as an advisor? And when they answer that question, you make sure you have your pen and paper and you make sure you write down everything. What do you expect from me as an advisor? Because everyone has their expectations that they expect from their advisor. If you want to build that level of trust, if you want to be that person that's viewed as reliable, trustworthy, the person that has ethics, when they answer this question, take your time and make sure that you understand what it is that they're looking for, that so that you can meet and exceed their expectations. Once again, I said this is going to be a short webinar this morning. If you haven't talked to your marketer this week or today already, give them a call at 1-800-256-1696. Or if you want to talk to me more regarding trust and building trust with clients, you can give me a call. I will be in the office this morning, 1-800-256-1696. Once again, I'm Robert Van Arlen, business strategist here at the Senior Advisory Group, and I look forward to working with all of you. Thanks again for your participation, and have a great week and a great weekend coming up. Take care, and bye for now.